That was it?
Yeah, this one's for all of you guys. What was your favorite fight scene throughout the whole franchise?
Favorite fight scene?
Yeah.
All right, we can do that one.
Oh, I like the one. I liked yours with
Yep, I'm
with
taking
Against Yourself
elevator.
and
Renner's gonna say you and ScarJo. That was fucking.
I like the Hulk and Thor.
Language.
you got it. There's a child right here, right there.
I'm out this bitch.
This is insane. I can't believe that happened.
I think you just made them leave. It's just you, Chris.
I can't believe how effortless it was. It
All right,
felt
guys,
so
you think we can
natural.
wait? We gotta get them back on stage, guys. I need you to cheer really, really loud. I can't have.
I'm sorry.
Come on, guys.
I'm human.
Bring it back. All right. Oh, you came back.
We came back.
You surprised me. You came through the other door.
You and ScarJo. It's got to be it. Come on. In
The last one.
Endgame, that's got to be the best one. You fight sequence was.
No, yours. Yours are.
You fighting against yourself. That was amazing. I love that.
Great.
Next question.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay, my name is Crystal. I'm from Whidbey Island, which is about a 2-hour drive from here. So I just want to say I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Okay.
Does this really work when you do this?
Sometimes.
I was wondering. Does it really kind of cool you down? Does that work? No?
Okay, so my question is, if you guys weren't acting, what other career path would you pursue?
Musician. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Or daddy. I love being a daddy. That's my best role to date.
No
You
doubt.
said Daddy. I thought you meant Downey. I was like, I'd love to be Downey
I wanna
too.
be-
Yeah,
If I weren't an actor, I'd love to be Downey.
that's pretty good too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Happily, I'd be Downey in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Muffin, and I'm all the way from the Philippines as well. Can I please request the three of you to say mahal kita? It's I love you in our language.
Anong pangalan mo?
Oh! Ako si Muffin.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Thank you.
So can you please say mahal kita? It's I love you.
dive right in. It has been a little over 3 months since a little movie called Avengers Endgame came out. And I was lucky enough to be at the premiere with y'all, which was amazing and heartfelt and wonderful. For fans out there who don't get the opportunity to both obviously be in the film but also see it, for you, because I know y'all are also fans, what was your first reaction when you got to see the final product of this movie that night? Or any other time in which you saw it, because I'm sure you've seen it more than once now.
I saw it that once that night. It wrecked me.
I've seen it once.
Yeah. I was wrecked. From the opening scene to the end, I laughed, I cried, and I never saw it again.
You had a rough opening scene, sir.
Yeah, you killed my family. I got problems. In case you haven't seen it, I'm sorry.
All right, spoiler alert.
Nothing happened.
I truly hope that if you're in this room that you have seen Avengers Endgame and that you plan on seeing it again.
If you haven't seen it, your ticket will not be refunded.
If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Like now, tonight. Yeah. Honestly, you had a rough beginning of the movie. Well, Clint had a rough beginning of the movie.
Yeah. It was rough going. It was new to I think all of us. I think we all knew our parts in the movie because there was no script or anything. So I knew that was happening in the beginning. I knew that things were happening in the movie, but I was still almost just as surprised as anybody was about anything that happened in that film. And so I truly enjoyed it as a fan. Fan of these guys, fan of the franchise and the 21 films prior to the Endgame. I was with my family and my friends and everything. It was amazing. It was a pretty emotional experience for me personally. I was sobbing like a child. It was pretty pathetic.
You aren't the only one.
Okay, good.
There were a lot of tears in that room that night.
No, it was wild. It was a very, again, as Jeremy said, we didn't really know what to expect. And to see it all come together and to see it all, the way it landed and the way that it was impacting everybody around us. I mean, that's one of the great things that's kind of frustrating when you're doing it because you kind of want to know. But then when you see it all put together at the end, you're kind of glad that you waited and got to have the surprise that everybody got to have,
Do y'all have any traditions when you see the movies for the first time? Because clearly you have been in these movies for...
Traditions?
Yeah. Family traditions. You wear the same socks.
I think just show up.
I mean,
go
to
watch it.
To
That's
be
a
honest,
tradition.
I don't always watch the film. The night of the premiere is a stressful night, so it's personally. I mean, every actor is different, I suppose. I don't always watch the movie the night of the premiere. It's a little bit intimidating. But the night of that movie, I hadn't seen it prior, so I wanted to see it for the first time with the audience. So I really got that kind of experience of, what it means to be a part of these movies and the reaction of the crowd. All of it was new to me. So for Endgame, I really went in there naked and well.
No, he was.
He definitely.
No, he was naked.
As soon as he did the carpet, he took off all his clothes.
Off.
And then
I can't
roll
confirm or
It
deny.
was wild. We
said,
never really got the
I'm
reason
doing
why he did it.
Back off, all right?
I'm like, where are your pants, Chris?
Yeah, why are you doing
so
that?
So weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
All right, so...
But you look good in the dark, Chris. You look good in the dark. Call back.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I knew it was coming back. So, Don.
Call back.
One of the things that I truly love about the movie, James Rhodes, Rhodey, War Machine, created in the 70s, but just really has had a long comics arc, but also a long MCU arc. For you, what has been the most rewarding part of being able to play, honestly, particularly for service members, being able to see such a strong character, such a brilliant character on screen, what has been the most rewarding part of being Rhodey?
Well, I think all of it. I mean, seeing people's responses and when people come up and say that it meant a lot to them, the character, the way it was portrayed, dealing with what he has to deal with after, obviously, what happens in the one right before, and that he comes back and that he's able to stand strong again with his his cohorts and to make the thing happen. That's always very rewarding, and that's the experience that I always get from fans. But one of the most rewarding things is also this, sort of family that we've created over all of these years that we get to keep returning to. And every couple of years, things have happened in people's lives, families and kids. And, this is 10, 11 years that we've been doing this. So it's always nice to have a reason to come back in our busy lives and revisit this space again with these guys that have become, like I said, one of our, a family.
Well, that actually brings up a really good question. Rhodey has an accident, and there is a portion of where he has this amazingly. I mean, I'm putting it lightly.
She thought you were going somewhere. He thought you were going somewhere else with the accident.
I think he needed Depends, like a diaper or something. He made a poopy.
Like, ooh, Rhodey had an accident.
Only in the dark, Jeremy. Only in the dark.
In the dark. Double callback.
But
by the way, one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet, and obviously it shows on screen, but he's really quite a terrible human off camera. No, truly, one of the funniest dudes you'll ever meet.
Oh, thank you,
I
man.
mean, and obviously a tremendous actor, but honestly, it's such a pleasure. You want to put him in your pocket always.
Remember
and
when
just
you
take
did
him
that?
around.
Remember
I
when you
did
put
do
me in
that.
your
I did do
if
that
he
once.
doesn't have an accident.
Yeah. And you just want to kind of do that to him
Right,
once in a
and
while.
punch me around. Yeah.
but you are a tremendous actor, which is
Thank you.
I mean. Well, everybody's got an opinion, Chris. But playing the role of Rhodey and really recovering from that accident was a really big deal. Have you had any response?
Just keep moving. You
Have any
can't stop.
response?
If you get any space,
I can't.
you just have
I
to
can't
keep
let
pushing
it.
through.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you had any response from the disability community in regards to your portrayal?
I actually
of Rhodey?
have. And people have asked how, what was the takeaway from that? Did I consult with people? And obviously, yes, I talked to people who had spinal injuries and how to deal with that and how to portray that. And how this is really a hard question to answer and move through when Captain America is
You were
sitting
doing
there.
a really great job, Don. I have so
I'm doing
much
my
respect.
best. But yes, people have reached out to me with regards to that and been very, and in fact, there's been kind of a movement about getting more actors with quote unquote disabilities to be able to represent and play themselves on screen, which I think is very important to continue to do. So hopefully those opportunities will expand and grow. But yeah, I felt fortunate to actually get to take that character through that arc.
Yeah.
Because, and I think it's something that's very good, with Clint's character too. We visit very dark places in these movies.
Yeah.
And as actors, we appreciate having, the opportunity to do things that are fantastical and huge and fun and exciting, but also to really touch some deep emotional beats and put that all inside of that whole universe. And that's something that's really a testament to the directors and the writers and Kevin, to not shy away from those moments, but to really make them a big part of what the movie is. And I think the fact that the movie's that, elastic and expansive that it can support all of those different things is great.
Absolutely. Don't worry, I'm going to get back at Chris right now and ask him a question.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
Fine.
He thought this was a line for hot dogs.
Well, you made a wrong turn. So we've seen. I love you guys.
I love this dude so much.
So we've seen Steve Rogers, beard, no beard, uniform change, international vigilante, fighting across multiple movies. Is there anything in your portrayal of Cap that you knew that you just had to preserve from the very beginning?
No, I don't know. I mean, that's the trickiest thing about the character is that he's a good man, and so trying to find new ways to make it interesting, that was the challenge because he always puts himself last, and it became a real collaboration between myself and Kevin and the Russos and Marcus and McFeely in terms of trying to preserve his nature. He's kind of a taciturn guy. He doesn't kind of, there's a lot of other characters in the Marvel Universe who kind of use their words for creative advantage, and Cap is a little bit more of a simple-minded guy, and it's hard to kind of create stories around him to to at once create conflict, but not make him just the center cog where circumstance happens around him. So in a lot of ways, I would lean on the Kevin Feige's and the Joe Russo's and Anthony Russo's and the Mark Simic-Feely to try and help me find ways to make him at once consistent but entertaining. So
Yeah.
it was a group effort.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
America's ass.
Yeah.
All I really said was, how can I show off my ass?
Yeah.
That was it.
You
At
wrote-
the premiere.
You wrote
At
that
the
line.
premiere when you
Yeah.
had no clothes on.
I just wore the tightest pants possible, and
Nobody
job.
was complaining. Mm-mm. So while we missed Hawkeye in Infinity War a little bit,
No, I was smart. I
yeah.
didn't turn to ashes. I was hanging out,
I was
doing
like, look,
better things than
I am
turning
on
to ash.
house arrest. I am staying here with my family. You know, as Hawkeye being the family man kind of the Avengers, how hard was it, particularly just kind of going back to your comments, Don, how hard was it for you to come back, badass haircut, and be full assassin, full just, you were leaving bodies. Hawkeye was
bad
just
man.
leaving
He's a
bodies.
bad man.
He was scary.
They were bad people. And I was pissed off, I guess, you know. We only saw it for a minute. It's literally like for 2 minutes of the movie. And then I had to go do something else.
Save the world?
No, just, I don't know what I was doing, but
Something.
I think was I just supposed to try to kill myself on the movie and then Scarlett got in the way, you know?
I mean, there was this epic fight scene between
Yeah.
Hawkeye and Black Widow, which is hard, which was a hard scene. I'm not gonna lie, I started crying, only because of their friendship. And so you're on Vormir, for those out there who have seen this movie a billion times, and you're like, say where they are. How hard was it when you first read that scene, and you're like, man, I have to basically, my best friend is in the movie is about to be dead.
Well, first of all, the scene was, I don't think I ever read it for sure. It might have been written, but I never read it. They told me about it, and we shot it, and it's very different that's in the movie now. It's a scene we reshot because it's a much more complicated scene that's in Endgame now. There was an attack. Thanos had some ship or something, and a bunch of weird aliens were running around and made it too complicated. So what they did is we reshot the scene, still with the same kind of idea, but now we're just fighting each other to go commit suicide to get the Soul Stone. And that was I shot that not that long ago. It's only maybe 6 months ago, and it was a tough scene for both of us to shoot. Weird as all hell. Two people trying to hurt each other so they can go try to commit suicide. But
She was just trying to bring Clint back to his wife. She made a promise.
yeah. I can't talk about that. Sorry.
All right, so let's switch to social media. We're gonna lighten it up for a second, because y'all are all extremely active in your own ways on social media.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Social what to who?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
So I have a personal question for you, Chris. How are your nails today, and how do you keep
Oh, yeah.
how do you keep that wig
Black
so tight?
Twitter, stand up.
Hey, how funny are those, right?
They're the
Those are
best.
So funny.
They're great.
I was surprised how many postures I would strike that
They were perfect.
That you could work for that,
So
yeah.
well done.
Seamlessly, you don't think you're making a move that would work for it, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh.
Boom.
Like it works. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, those are so funny. They crack me up. My younger brother was the first one to turn me on to it. He sent me a bunch of pictures, and I thought they were just so funny. They really cracked me up. I don't know.
And now no Avenger is safe. I think the whole crew.
Why, did we all get dragged into it?
You-
Y'all
Oh,
get
baby.
dragged into it?
I don't
all
know.
had
What you're,
nails.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
honestly.
talking about?
Oh, I'm
are
all
you
over
in
it.
on
Oh,
it?
yeah.
You got
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
He knows.
Oh, yeah.
It has already been done with at least one picture from this con.
Really?
When
Yeah.
you met her.
I have it on my phone.
Where is it? Let's see.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You could
This
probably
is
put it
happening.
on the screen too.
I
Probably.
seen it. I saw it with Hemsworth. They did the.
I think they got you too.
Oh yeah, no.
I have no idea what you're talking
Let's go
about.
over to this Twitter.
Like zero.
Hey guys,
idea.
pause for a moment while we go for this Twitter. Excuse me.
I don't know if I want to know.
Oh, you
Can
want
I
to
get
know?
my 3 minutes back?
Yeah, you want to
I
know.
don't think I want to know.
Oh,
that.
you wanna know, you
It's
wanna know.
everything. It's all the things.
Can you
that
show
want.
that? Can they get that? I mean, we're up
I don't.
here.
I don't know if they can zoom in
Oh,
that
come
close,
on, zoom
but
on
this
that.
is epic.
That would be dope if you could.
Y'all have all seen this meme, right?
There you go.
There we go. Very well done. Very well done.
Yeah, they got me.
They did. So we're gonna let you rest on that. But so the other thing that's been really on Twitter for both of you guys, because I know these questions are gonna come up, I'm just getting them out of the way.
Yeah.
Don, would you actually let Chris
Yes.
carry you?
Yes.
And is there hope that this will be on Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, that's right. That was.
Yeah. Well, Chris will tell you that he's been carrying me for 11 years. But yeah, that was I didn't really get the reference. The hologram legs, I didn't understand
I
it.
tell you what, there's nobody I like interacting more with than Don Cheadle on Twitter. In general, anybody who knows, I mean, Don, people love Don Cheadle on Twitter, off Twitter, in general. Don Cheadle is just like a real
Stop
special-
it.
I'm not joking. Like there really is. You know, when you meet people that you work with.
I like him in person, personally.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you meet them in life and you're like, oh, Don Cheadle
On the
really
phone, though.
is
Remember how
such
much you
a-
liked me on the phone?
I blocked your number a long time ago,
That's true.
motherfucker.
That's true.
Can we talk about our
Oh, no.
Hell no.
No.
That's a hell no.
No.
Never mind. I was
No.
gonna have a really funny anecdotal. Never mind. Never mind. No.
So, Jeremy, you are working on a new social media platform called EscapeX, if I remember correctly.
What?
Jeremy,
What is it?
EscapeX.
Yeah, what about it?
You're working on a new.
Yeah, explain yourself.
I was really trying to just segue out of that last moment, and it didn't work.
Escape X. Chris is still looking for a hot dog. Still waiting in line. He has no idea what he's doing right now.
I'm checking you out right now.
But you're checking me
Everyone's
out right
now
now.
checking out EscapeX. We did
some
exactly what I
photos
planned
I
on
sent-
doing with that question
what did I send you?
without
What's
even answering.
EscapeX? Don, are you looking?
I'm trying to find it. I don't think this is the same thing that I'm looking at. Don't look at EscapeX.
That's not Escape XXX.
Oh,
That's very
what
different.
It is. That's what happened. That's what happened.
And there's
Yeah.
kids here,
Too
Don.
many X's. Don't
There's
look.
children
that
here.
up. I'm done.
I'm redirecting. So there
We're
is-
not allowed in public, typically.
I
They
think
just let us out for this one afternoon. We'll be out. Yeah.
there, just wait till the fan questions open up. There will be fan questions. I do not know where the mic is.
Yeah. Who's got one? Who's got a mic?
They're gonna figure that out in a second.
You guys look tremendous.
But
You guys look
Don,
amazing.
You guys look
You
so
do look
good.
amazing. But Don, there is a fan question that I did
Yes.
get. That's very important.
Okay, I'm ready. Fan question.
Would your Captain Planet be able to beat Thanos? And
Of course.
would he be friends with Steve Rogers?
Yes. Captain Planet. Let's hear it for Captain Planet.
There is a Captain Planet out there right now.
I think Captain Planet I mean, I can't believe he didn't get into the MCU. Captain Planet is not afraid of Thanos. No one who can make trees as liberally as he is afraid of anyone. And
There's
of course
trees
he would be
everywhere.
friends. Of course he would be friends with Steve Rogers.
I would like to see this.
The Captain Planet Steve Rogers mashup?
Cap and Cap.
Yeah, Cap and Cat mashup.
Done and done.
Done and done.
Oh, man. So this next question is for Jeremy.
Jeremy, she's
Hey,
gonna ask you a
what's
question.
going on?
What's happening? Hi.
How's it going?
I'm Captain Seattle.
Got a Captain Planet.
I'm going to
a
rain
Captain
on your
Seattle, and a
parade
Captain
for 300
America.
days a year.
For you, you've played a couple of action roles in addition to playing Hawkeye, and another fan question came through. how do you keep them separate? Like, how do you keep, or do you just go in and it's like, okay, I'm gonna kick people's ass today, cool, 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 and you just do it?
Jeremy's an actor, man.
Yeah,
He is an actor.
Sometimes
He's an
I have a
actor
bow
of
and
the
arrow
highest
and
order.
tights, and sometimes there's another thing. I don't know. What are you talking? How to keep them separate?
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, I can't really answer that with any truth.
Make something up. Go.
I'll make it up. Yeah, it's definitely it's all about the costumes and the haircut. That separates them all.
You told
I
the
don't know
truth.
how to answer that.
You accidentally just told the truth.
Whatever, Captain Planet.
All right, guys, did we figure out where the mic is for the question and answer, or are we? All right. Yep.
There's not one microphone. I'll give him my microphone.
Hey. Huh? Oh, he's getting it right there. Oh, it is stored. I was like, guys, I know it's dark out there, but come on. All right, so guys, we have a very short amount of time for questions. Please don't stampede. Also, all of these amazing men up here are available for autographs and photos. Not right now. Not right now. I see you. I saw you get that good semantics.
Your left.
All right. So we are not going to get to everyone's questions.
Seems like we could. There's
Just
only like
letting you know.
712 people online.
So my rules for questions.
Just yes or no's. Then we can go quick.
I mean, you have to say where you are from and what your name is. Since you know who they are, they got to know who you are.
Okay.
Good tip.
Sounds good. Are you serious on the only yes or no question?
No.
Don't
Next.
ask. Don't bring a dissertation, though.
My name's Diego, and I live in Texas, near Austin.
What's up?
Mr. Cheadle, I wanted to say thank you. I'm only one member, but the trans community saw you representing us on SNL, and we really appreciate it. My question is for Mr. Evans. We are so freaking confused about Steve. Like, is he in an alternate universe, or is he in this universe and Peggy was his wife in this
What's the
universe?
question?
They're talking about the Peggy scene where you go back and you get your dance.
Like, was he then, therefore, Peggy's husband in this universe and kind of went Alabama with her niece?
Oh, you're.
A lot of strange things happen in Bama.
I see.
This is a time continuity question. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone up here is qualified to answer.
You're asking for time continuity. All right.
I got you.
I see what you're. Okay.
Dude, this is an X-Men. Come on.
I'm not sure if I can give you those answers. I mean,
I will honestly say the writers and the producers don't agree on that. So
yeah. I mean, but you know what? Look, that's weak as shit. If I just am like, I don't know. But ask the writers. But also ask the writers. I mean, look, I understand that there's a lot of things you could question about the time continuum in terms of, but if there's anything I've learned about working with Marvel is that they don't leave stones unturned. They really don't. So I at times might share some of the questions, but anytime I've kind of asked the question, the people. There's always an answer. There's always someone who kind of explains it to me,
And then you immediately forget what they said.
and then I forget it.
Right.
And then I come on stage, and then I say, "Hey, ask Don Cheadle what it's like to be Don Cheadle."
Steve exists on multiple planes, and time is it's not just a straight line, right? There's multiple timelines.
it's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
That's it.
I think we're only going to get through
and I
like probably
can't-
4 of
is
your
that your-
questions
is
at
that your
this
dog?
rate, you guys. Come on, let's
That's
move this
your
ship
dog?
along. We got a lot of amazing people standing here.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get through them all because
All right.
Gotta
so
take
we gotta
photos,
keep these questions short
too.
so everybody else can get their
Can I calm
chance.
down?
Captain
What?
Planet, I see you.
What's that?
Hi, bud. Hey, pal. Hey, pal.
Who wants his butt scratched? Because he's not subtle.
Oh. Guys, it's about to be the most famous
If you
dog on
guys
the
can't
internet.
see down front, Chris is
Chris
making
is making out with the
this
dog,
comfort
yeah.
dog.
And the dog just dissed him because his breath
Dog
is so
doesn't
bad.
want anything to
All
do
right.
with it.
Yeah.
In In the meantime, next question.
This is intense. All right. Hello, Don and Jeremy.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I'll be Chris. It's fine.
Okay,
I got
Go,
this.
go. She's got it.
I don't know.
He doesn't know the answers anyway.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Ruchi. I am from Philadelphia. Thank you guys so much for doing these cons. It means a lot for fans to be able to meet you and spend like
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
shit. It's all right. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Him dropping the microphone in front of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you, first of all, for you guys doing this. I know
Thank
it's
you.
a lot to do, see people all throughout the day. It means so much to us to be able to connect with you guys.
We're glad to be here.
For like a little bit in time. So my question roots from, as viewers, we love watching these movies and all movies that you guys do because we connect with stories that are brought alive through the characters you play. As actors, what moves you? Is it the story that attracts you? Is it a character's arc and personal journey? Do you connect with a characteristic or personality trait? I'd just love to know a little bit about that.
I think it's everything. I mean, for me, I'll speak for myself. We are very fortunate to be able to do things that we would be doing for free. I mean, I would be acting anyway. So I'm glad to do it, and it's great when you have a group of people that you like to work with, and we get to work in these environments in these films where we get all the best toys and to play with, and everything's just we get to do stuff that, like I said, that we've been doing since we were very young in a huge backdrop in the big playground. So, but yeah, it's always character and story. And checks, but mostly it's character and story.
Let's be real.
Hi, how are you? What do you got?
Actually, my question is for you, Jeremy.
Wait, you got to go back.
I'm from
Who are you?
Modesto,
Where are you from?
California, where he graduated in 1989 from Bayer, and I did from Downey. Sorry, we're better. But my question is, have you ever used your Modesto connection with George Lucas to get in with the Star Wars thing? And are you friends with Timothy Oliphant, who also graduated from Bayer?
I didn't catch much, but George Lucas and
Modesto, California.
She said you have a Modesto connection.
Yeah, because the Modesto thing and all that. Yeah, I haven't really hung out with him much or know him much, but I like his movies.
Try to get in. You can be like, hey. Of course, he went to Downey, so sorry.
Yeah, we haven't had coffee or anything, but I like him a lot.
I'll take care of that later.
All right,
you guys.
next
Yeah.
question.
Hi, I'm Marissa from Denver, Colorado.
What's up?
How's it going? Yeah, if you could just hold it like that. It's recording.
You have to selfie
you got a
yourself.
question.
He has to-
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, my friends are all jealous that I'm here today to meet you guys and to hang out, and so they're like, you have to record. If you ask a question, you have to record. So I'm recording. So my question is for the three of you: if you could go back to before the whole MCU came to be popular, and you could choose one character to switch roles with, who would it be, and why?
Huh.
I'll be Don just because he's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
And then I'll be Chris on the weekends because he's a lot of FUN.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff on the weekends. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know that I would switch.
Would you consider doing a female role if you could?
I'll try anything.
Yeah.
But I like my character, so I think I would stay.
And one other question is for Chris Evans. One of my friends on Facebook found a thing about you being the mystery date in the 1990s for the box game.
This has been circulating, a picture of you as the guy from Mystery Date.
And I was wondering if you would be my mystery date.
Aww.
She would like to know if you
He
would be
never gets
her
asked
mystery
that.
date.
Well, I don't know. You got to see if Tyler's available. You know?
Are you available?
Tyler's got a busy schedule on that mystery beach.
Thank you so
Wasn't
much.
Todd 15 or something?
All right, next up.
Hi, my name is Maeve, and I'm from Seattle. And my question is for Chris. And my question is the farewell for Steve and Bucky in the Endgame, the one that's standing by the mission, also their first reunion after the war. And to me, the last hug for them seems to put an end to their story from the first Cap movie. So how do you view the end, and what do you think about this goodbye?
I got 0%.
So how do you view the end of the movie and tying up the like basically the loose ends from all the other MCU movies that you've been in, including your Captain America: The First Avenger.
Sure. Meaning specifically the Cap and Bucky.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if there's anything we can all agree on is that the tapestry of the Marvel universe is complex and trying to kind of make sure everyone has a landing spot.
You sound like a politician.
Yeah, it does.
Get right to the answer.
I know.
It feels good. How does it feel to you?
Maybe we haven't done it yet. Oh, how about that?
That's right.
They expect that one coming.
So next
That's right.
question.
Hello, I'm Sherman from China. So first of all, thank you for bringing us an Endgame movie. It literally crushed me. So my question for Chris is, so if it was Steve and Bucky who went to Vermeer to get the Soul Stone, what do you think Steve will do?
Oh, wow. Did you, I'm going to clarify. Did you just ask if it was him and Bucky having to go get the Soul Stone, would he do it?
Yes.
Wait, what's the question?
So the question is, if Captain America and Bucky were doing what Hawkeye and Black Widow had to do on Vormir, which is get the Soul Stone, who dies?
Well, it really
would you sacrifice yourself?
I mean, it would have been no different than what happened. It would have been a battle to who. I think both of us would have aggressively volunteered themselves for the sake of the bigger picture.
Yeah, right.
And no.
We'll move on to the next question. We have to move on to the next question.
No, you hang up first. No, you hang up
I'm
first.
so sorry, love. We got to move on to the next. Thank you. One question per, guys. We have a long line.
Hi, my name is Kisses, and my family and I flew in from the Philippines to see you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So it's great that you guys are finally in front of us. But my question is actually for Chris. What is your favorite memory with Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie?
I think probably my earliest memories with Sebastian were the best. When we started the first Captain America movie, I think him and I both were a little nervous, and I specifically was nervous about taking the role. And you have this kind of loose understanding of what the future could hold, and so we both kind of understood, maybe you and I might have a real connection over the next decade of our lives, and as a result, we kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's funny to kind of say we don't know what's going to happen. For all we know, this movie could tank, and in a way, it could go great.
So I'm gonna take speaker's privilege.
You don't have to say anything. There's cameras. Your face, they see.
It's like
you
right
make
there.
a face. You make a face. Everybody sees your face.
I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna extend speaker's privilege. For you, Don, is there a particular favorite memory that you have with Robert Downey Jr.?
I would say that everything was cool. I don't have a particular favorite. I have different fun moments for the whole thing. The ending was particularly poignant, I think, which I did not know was going to happen when I got on the movie. I didn't know that Robert was spoiler alert, earmuffs for everybody who hasn't seen it. I didn't know what was going to happen with Robert's character at the end. I didn't know that was going to. No, I didn't know that's how Iron Man went out.
Say it.
I didn't know that Iron Man was. I can't say it.
Say it. Say
Can't
it.
say it. Won't say it.
What about you?
Dang. She just
They're
goes
ruthless.
dead.
They're
Like with
ruthless
no
out
emotion. Dead.
Y'all are ruthless. What about you, Jeremy? Is there a particular moment you think between, Black Widow, between Clint Barton and Black Widow that you think was your favorite on screen?
Every moment with Scar was the best.
Platitude.
She's the best. I love her. She makes me better, and she beats me up. So it's fantastic. It works out.
ScarJo is pretty badass.
ScarJo. Good for her.
All right, so next questions. Y'all gotta make these questions short, concise. You have one question. Name it where
There's
you're
a lot of
from.
people
pressure.
behind you that are not going to get their question.
You guys
They're
want to
gonna
all
be really
huddle up
mad
and
at you.
figure out one
Everyone
question
behind
to
you
ask
mad.
together?
And they know what you look like. They'll find you later. You're on the screen.
Hi, so my name is Nika, and I come from the Philippines as well. And
it's okay if I have 2 questions. I mean, it's just like really quick. Like, I just want to ask Don Cheadle to do the baby Thanos, and then I have one for Chris after. So, yeah.
Go ahead, ask it. Go.
One
go. You can do it.
question. You got to pick one.
She can do it. Let her ask 2. Go ahead.
I just want Don Cheadle. Can you please do the baby Thanos? I literally flew all the way just to see you do it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, can you please do the?
It's hilarious. This is like watch the
Sorry.
That was it?
Yeah. This one's for all of you guys. What was your favorite fight scene throughout the whole like franchise?
Favorite fight scene?
Yeah.
All right, we can do that one.
Oh, I like the one. I liked yours with
Yep, I'm
with
taking
against yourself.
elevator.
And
Renner's gonna say you and ScarJo. That was fucking.
I like the Hulk and Thor.
Language.
There's a child right here, right there.
I'm out this bitch.
This is insane. I can't believe that happened.
I think you just made them leave. It's just you, Chris.
I can't believe how effortless it was. It
All right,
felt
guys,
so
you think we can
natural.
wait? We got to get them back on stage, guys. I need you to cheer really, really loud. I can't have.
I'm sorry.
Come on, guys.
I'm human.
Bring it back. All right.
Whoops.
Oh, you came back.
We came back.
You surprised me. You came to the other door.
Elevator, you and ScarJo. It's got to be it. Come on. In
The last one.
Endgame, that's got to be the best one. You fight sequence was.
No, yours. Yours are.
You fighting against yourself. That was amazing. I love that.
Great.
Next question.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay, my name is Crystal. I'm from Whidbey Island, which is about like a 2-hour drive from here. So I just want to say I love you guys so much. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Okay.
Does this really work when you do this?
Sometimes.
I'm just wondering. Does it really kind of cool you down? Does that work? No?
Okay, so my question is, if you guys weren't like acting, what other career path would you pursue?
Musician. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. Or daddy. I love being a daddy. That's my best role to date.
No
You
doubt.
said Daddy. I thought you meant Downey. I was like, I'd love to be Downey
I wanna
too.
be-
Yeah.
If I weren't an actor, I'd love to be Downey.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, that's pretty
Happily, I'd be Downey in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Muffin, and I'm all the way from the Philippines as well. Can I please request the 3 of you to say mahal kita? It's I love you in our language.
Anong pangalan mo?
Oh! Ako si Muffin.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Thank you.
So can you please say mahal kita? It's I love you in Filipino.
Mahal kita.
Someone else over here speaking Tagalog too? Say it slowly.
Mahal kita.
Mahal kita.
Mahal kita.
Can you guys say, Chris and Jeremy, can you guys say mahal
Don't make
kita?
me. No,
Let's
he
just
did.
act like they
He
said
did.
it.
I missed it.
I'll speak for Chris. Where's my hot dog? I'm still in this goddamn line. I'm starving. For God's sakes.
Thank you.
Mahalo kita.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, next up.
Hello, my name is Monica. I'm from Wisconsin. So, Chris, I was in Chicago and I asked a question and you roasted me for giving a spoiler alert. So now you guys are giving a spoiler alert, so I feel a little. Just kidding, I feel great. So my question is for you, Chris. So this is like pre-Endgame when Steve is still young and spry. He's still over 100 years old, so does he take full advantage of that senior citizen discount?
Does he take full advantage of what?
Senior discount.
Oh, saying that before the end of Endgame, when Steve was technically much older than he looked because he ages very slowly, did he take advantage of his senior citizen discount? Was he a member of AARP?
AARP is great, guys.
It is.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of benefits.
I mean, Steve feels pretty spry to me, like he was,
Yeah.
living a whole separate life of kind of, extracurricular activities.
Yeah, he's an active senior.
Playing bingo. and,
Sure.
It's a very active
Very
senior.
Very active senior. Time traveling, all kind of stuff.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Lian and I'm from the Philippines. I just want to ask Chris, how do you think Cap lived his life with Peggy, like knowing everything that's going to happen in the future? Like, do you think he saved Bucky or like the Caps that's still in Knives?
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? It's a good question.
That's one of those things where that's a good question, and there's probably a lot of answers.
Our answer was so amazing between
Ours
me and
was
Don.
so much better than anything that he's gonna say.
You should just
So much
ask,
better.
ask Don
we
and Jeremy.
We can't tell you though.
I want to answer that.
We. Would you, if she asked it on Twitter, would you answer it on Twitter later?
Yeah, sure, maybe.
There we go. All right, cool. Cool.
Maybe.
We'll get back to you on that one.
Maybe.
Next question.
Okay. Hi, I'm Winnie from Thailand. So my question is for Chris. I want to ask you about the card given by Robert Downey Jr. on the set of Endgame and Infinity War. What about your first reaction to him after know that the car is belong to you?
The first reaction after which one? What was it?
His car, he said?
His car?
After knowing the car belongs. Yes.
Oh, after knowing the car belongs to you.
Which car?
The car that Downey gave you?
The actual
Yes.
car he gave me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Downey gave you a car?
It's a whole lot of questions.
You get a car?
I didn't get a car. What kind of car?
I got a paperweight.
You got a paperweight?
Yeah. You got an A on it. Paperweight.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
I got a bill for something. I was like,
You got an invoice?
I got invoice.
All right, we've got to take our last question.
Like, you have $7
Yeah.
zillion.
Yeah, well.
We've got to take our last question.
Downey. I don't know how to answer that
Hi.
question.
Hello.
Downey is just Downey.
You're doing great, Chris.
Hi.
Yeah.
My name is.
I've basically answered nothing.
Hi, my name is Mai. I'm originally from Vietnam, and I was studying and working here in Seattle. Before going to my question, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your wonderful work. I feel so lucky and appreciated to be growing up watching Avengers. It means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Now
Thank all of
that-
you, by the way.
Now that.
And special thanks to Chris Evans. You did an amazing job in portraying Captain America and made the character so phenomenal. And as you're now moving on with your new projects, do you feel under a lot of pressure to be under a giant cap shadows? And what aspect of Chris Evans you want the whole world to recognize besides being Captain America?
Am I right in hearing that it was, what was it?
So she said,
How are you
in
hearing
moving,
it and I'm not? You're right next to me.
I mean, that's not my job.
You know how to do this.
It's Spidey hearing.
What was it sounded like a lot of nice
So
shit.
she said, do you feel, it was,
And
she
then-
thanked you a lot.
Okay.
And then she was like, as you move on, do you feel like you're going to be under a giant cap shadow?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you,
I'm
what,
gonna do all
what
these.
other
These are great.
things,
He's hard of hearing. It's
what
okay.
other things do
He
you
has-
want people
The
to
age is
know
real.
about you and about
He's,
you personally as Chris Evans within your skill set and what you
Okay.
do? Obviously, you're a director, you're a
Okay.
producer.
I might
you
not do the
dance.
last one.
You do things.
I'll do the last one.
I'll do the first few. The first, I mean, moving forward after playing a role that means so much to me. I mean, I think any actor, even when I took this role in the beginning, there's no denying that you play this kind of narrative in your head of being like, well, am I going to be somehow pigeonholed with this character? And in a way, along the last 10 years, you can't help but accept the fact that when you walk the streets, everyone's like, "Whoa, Cap," you know. But the truth is, Marvel has made a collection of films that even had I not been a part of these movies, had I said no to these movies, it would have been the biggest mistake of my life. I consider these movies what Star Wars was to me. You know,
Yep.
these are incredibly special. Like, what an unbelievable collection! This tapestry of movies they had to. This will never happen again. This is something that Kevin Feige and this collection of really special actors that I feel blessed to be to work with, and the directors and the writers, and there's such a. It's so special to me. So if what comes with that is this kind of inseparable connection with the role, I'm proud. If you told me I could never make another movie again and this is all I got, I'd be fine with it. Because to me, this is really, really special. That being said,
Please give me another job. Still available. He's still working. He's available. He's got brand new headshots.
Continue working outside of it. Now, all that being said, look, obviously, I'm looking to do stuff beyond the role, but at the end of the day, I really look at it as a real blessing, and it was at one point in my life something that I was really apprehensive about, and in retrospect, I can say with complete confidence it was the best decision I've ever made, even if just for these idiots, for the friendships I made. Just for the friendships. Even if these movies sucked and, my career was tanked because of Pigeonholed, just to be friends with these morons.
That's so sweet. Well said.
All right.
So,
you caught it.